The pandemic hit restaurants hard, but some culinary artists are thriving. So let's get some entrepreneurial wisdom, shall we? Let's talk to Chef Shaheem, owner of the Guilty Plate Company. Thank you so much for joining us. We have some tasty pictures of yours on the air. What are some of your best dishes?
Let's see, some of my best dishes. Some of everything, honestly. I really feel like there's not too many things I consider that I've been blessed to. So there's not too many things I put my hands on end up coming out the wrong way, even if it's something that I've cooked for the very, very first time, honestly. Some of my favorite things as far as like just the culinary style is probably going to be more so on the French and Asian fusion cuisine side, which I know is probably a little bit weird seeing that I'm from Mississippi.
No, it just means that you are very well versed and that you have a long legacy of knowing different dishes. For those who have this passion but they don't know how to get started, how did you?
I would say for me, honestly, I got started really interesting enough. So growing up in rural Mississippi, there wasn't a lot of things to watch on TV, honestly. Didn't have cable and things like that growing up, but I did have access to some of like the cooking channels like on TV when I was growing up. So I really started like off by watching those, and then I kind of realized, like this is kind of cool. Like I kind of like actually like this. Interesting enough, I went to school, Clark Atlanta University, to get a degree in philosophy and political science. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, and then not that long into being there, I realized, like I got my first job working in the airport, about a very, very standard like flipping burgers job, and realized I really love food, and this is really what I want to do. So I just started from there, just studying and watching things and following people that like really were into like the higher end culinary things like that, and I picked it up from there. I actually have never even been in front of the doors of a culinary school before. So I always tell people I think the best thing you do is, if it's something that you want to get started in and it's something you're really passionate about, you have to practice. The same way you practice music, the same way you practice dancing, the same way that doctors practice medicine, you have to just practice and keep at it and keep at it. You learn through trial and error, I think, in a lot of ways, because that's definitely how it was for me.
Well, speaking of trial and error for all entrepreneurs, how have you faced the challenges that came with the pandemic, like when people couldn't or wouldn't go to restaurants?
To be honest, it really was a lot at first, because just, you had to deal with the obvious fear and paranoia that came from, like your clients and things as well. I will say that right at the peak of the pandemic, I had a very long list of like caterings and events that were like coming up for me. And I would tell people all the time, I'm very glad that I'm very cognizant about the way that I use my money, because I had to send a lot of refunds back out for a lot of things, which could have been really negatively impactful for my business if I had not planned, like correctly. So I had to deal with a lot of that. But I can honestly say also that I feel like in a lot of ways the pandemic, in a sense, kind of was a blessing for me. I started my business off doing meal prep packages for people, actually. So in a way, it was kind of like a help in a sense, because people that didn't know me and kind of knew my business, they felt comfortable coming to one place with one person that they knew was, like following the rules and things like that, as far as like quarantining and stuff. So if they were, getting their food was coming from one place, and they could feed their families and stuff without having to go outside and taking the risk of being around people and, potentially contracting COVID.
Well, everybody, we will have a link so that you can see some more tasty content from the Guilty Plate Company. We'll have that link at fox2now.com. Chef Shaheem, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.